When I first met Desi, I had my wife, 2 girlfriends.
I don't think it's weird that he dates other girls, but I don't date other guys.
Valentine is coming. Where is your boyfriend? You are sitting at home, lonely. I'd rather be lonely than to be dealing with this kind of thing. Like, oh my God.
I'm Chapo.
I'm monogamous, but my boyfriend is polyamorous.
When I first met
What?
Desi, I
How
had
does
my
that make
wife,
sense?
2 girlfriends.
I don't like when
When he first met her, he had his wife and he had 2 girlfriends. So a polyamorous relationship is basically like polygamy, but you're not really married. But his one is a bit different because he was married, yet I guess he and his wife still had girlfriends, or maybe he had, but then their wife had to accept or be gone. And then she came into the relationship. So yeah.
other people post him as a boyfriend, I feel like disrespected. My friends, they were very
So other
like,
people
"Girl,
post
like,
him
what
as a
are you
boyfriend.
doing?"
And they got some
I
to
know.
say. I don't really give a
I feel like it kind of affects her in a bad way.
I just
Of
wonder how
course.
she deals with it, honestly, because if it were me, I would have already crashed out.
On
Like-
the internet, people always say the dumbest.
Love don't judge,
This
really.
guy is always with 20 different girls. Red flag.
Desi, I'd like you to ask Chapo if he's seeing any girls.
Bruh.
How is
Not
this
supposed to
okay?
be talking.
Could be worse. No, not really. This is the worst.
This is the worst.
This is the worst.
Her. People think it's weird that he
Why
dates
not?
other girls, but I don't date other guys.
When I first met Desi, I had my wife. She had a girlfriend that we were dating together. And then I also had another girlfriend. She was a part of the polyamorous relationship, but we had our own thing.
Okay, so basically, he had a wife first, and then Desi came into the picture. So I think Desi was also part of the whole polyamorous thing, even though she's monogamous, which is confusing. And then she also joined the wife. So basically now she has taken the position of the wife. Whatever she had to do to make the wife leave, and now it's just the 2 of them.
Kind of broke up with each other. We was just together. Then she got pregnant.
Oh my gosh, she got pregnant in this situation?
Entertained other women. Like, not gonna lie, I had girls I kept in touch with.
Why are you okay with Chapo being polyamorous?
Well,
She doesn't know what to say.
it's really hard, I guess. I guess I'd
So why
say
you
I'm okay
there?
because he is, my number 1. He is my,
Oh my God.
baby father. I do have to deal with it. I don't want to change him, but I do at the same time.
Really?
It takes, baby steps and stuff like that, so we'll see.
Baby steps to do what?
Oh God, this is the part where I'm gonna strangle him. Just kidding.
Yes.
Really?
Do you have girls? She
You're
said,
not
I'm gonna
talking about
strangle
me,
him.
right? You know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
Bruh, you're not supposed to be talking to her.
No.
So
I
why
feel
you there?
disrespected. Sometimes
Now you
I
do?
just find out. And that to me, I don't like, because I feel like when you're in poly relationships, you're supposed to tell your partner everything.
How's it feel
Oh
being
my
with
God.
somebody who allows you to be poly?
It's just a little bit more difficult navigating.
It's also difficult for him. You see her face. Guys, like, what do you think about this? It's insane that now is the Valentine's season, right? That song, Valentine is coming. Where is your boyfriend? You are sitting at home, lonely. I'd rather be lonely than to be dealing with this kind of thing. Like, who cares? You never know what is going on behind the scenes. Like, there's Valentine's Day event that you see people on Instagram and the rest. Yet, most of them, a lot of them may be in situations like this. Yeah, they cannot leave, they cannot get out because they have the fear of being alone and having to sing Valentine's is coming, where's your boyfriend? Oh my gosh, there was one song that I saw and they had parts. And I was like, what? So I've basically been single. They have parts for each year. And I realized, I've been single for 5 years, all the years that they had a part. But I'd rather be single than to be engaging in this kind of situation. Seriously, guys, girls, you deserve more. And guys too, you deserve more. Why is she like this? I feel like we will see later she was speaking about she being in a lot of tumultuous relationships. And then he treats her right. And he tells her he loves her. So I feel like in her childhood, she may not have had that love from her parents like she wanted it to. She may have daddy issues. Maybe her daddy was not in the house and that's why she's seeking the love from basically anybody that would give her the love, no matter how bad it is. And she feels like maybe having such a hard or painful love is what true love is. I mean, you notice that a lot of people, like, they're like, when the love is hard, when it's toxic, when they have to push through, when there's push and pull, that's where real love is. Like a lot of these movies, like The Notebook and all these kind of Nigerian and Ghanaian movies, they've made it seem like, oh, this is what love is supposed to be. But love is not supposed to be painful. Trust me, it's really not. Like, love is supposed to be easy. Love is supposed to be chill, like having fun with each other. Not every day there's a problem, then you have to get through it. And then that's what true love is. Like this Romeo and Juliet stories. Like when I was younger, I was thinking, nah, love has to be hard. So I made some kind of nonsense criteria like, oh, and my talking stage, we have to do talking stage for 1 year. Talking stage for 1 year, and then I'll see if I still want to be with you. And then and then afterwards, yes, we date for maybe like 3 years, and then I'll see if I want to accept your proposal. Now I'm 26 and I'm like, what? Who has that time to be wasting? Hey, God. Once when I was 18, I was like, yeah, that's what true love is, for me to know whether he truly loves me. But I was doing all that, but it was also fear. It was the fear of men. I spoke about it in my daddy issues video. Like I was afraid of men, so I wanted to test them so much for them to know if they truly love me. If they can get through all these hurdles, that means they truly love me. Maybe I feel like that could be it for this guy, that he also doesn't know what true love is. And that's why he has to gain all this attention and validation from all these women. A lot of guys that cheat a lot, it happens like that. They did not get that mommy love. And so they try to seek it in other women, new women, to find that love, but they never find it, because you will never find it there. You only find that kind of love in God, that unconditional love that will never leave you. Because God says, even if your mother were to abandon you, I never will. So today is your time to seek God, trust me, and realize your self-worth, that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. I always say that. And if you don't know by now, please get my Queen Treatment book. We are doing Valentine's Day sale, and the discount code is Valentine. You get a 30% off. Guys, to get it now before the end of February. This is more for my single ladies, but if you have a man too and want to get that Queen Treatment from him, make sure you get that book. And if you're single and you want to be in your Queen Treatment era before you meet your man and to treat yourself like the Queen God made you to be, please get that book. But yeah, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. So you should treat yourself as such, so that other people will see you and treat you as such. If you're not getting what you expect, like what you deserve, leave. It's okay to leave, trust me. Have this abundance mindset that this is not for me, but God will bring me much better. And that's why I'm still single. And it's like Valentine's Day is coming and I'm still single. Like, oh my gosh, God, when? But I'd rather be single than to be in a relationship or a situationship or a talking stage or whatever. That won't benefit me. That adds nothing to me, that I am settling. No. Can two walk together unless they agreed? Yeah, they can't. So let's see what these people say.
Other people post him as a boyfriend. Just seeing that out of the blue gets me really like irritated and upset. It's always.
So some people can just post him as a boyfriend because, well, he's not only for her, right? So it shouldn't make her upset, but she's still upset. Girl, why are you hurting yourself? Why are you hurting your heart so much? Like, for a guy that really, what? And everybody is saying it. You look at what people are saying.
With 20 different girls, people
they see him
and say like, oh, you're too pretty for him. Oh, what do you
yes!
think of him?
But she doesn't know.
Very backwards. Why does he have so many videos with other girls? Red flags.
Of course.
The internet, they got to say. They got their opinions. I don't really give a.
One of our good friends.
Of course you don't.
Deanna, she's gonna be coming over today. See, like, when
A friend is coming to talk sense into her, but you can't talk sense into somebody who doesn't want to be sensible.
I don't really like her that much. She don't really like
of course you don't.
much, so.
I feel like it kind of affects her in a bad way. Every woman wants to have a traditional relationship.
Of course.
Sometimes I just wonder how like she does it or deals with it honestly.
She's pretending.
For me, I would have already crashed out. So are you
yes.
gonna like still be poly when you get old?
I know. You still do this when you're old. So what are you doing there?
Chilled out.
I'm like an opportunist. It's not something that's like, oh, I plan on doing this my whole life. But it's like, if I was an old man and some hot young lady wanted to watch a movie.
You see, it's just the validation that he can still get it. That shows him that he's somebody.
Her and her.
At the end of the day, no woman wants to share her man.
Sad.
So you think it's fair, like, to Desi?
I would say like yes or no. I would say it's fair because she came into the relationship.
Exactly.
I never tricked her into thinking that things will change the way she wants to.
Yes.
But I would say it's unfair when it's like she finds out that I don't tell her. I do feel like she deserves better, but
You see? Did you hear what he said? Like, she came into the relationship. I didn't force her. She came into it when I was still married. You get them how you lose them, right? I mean, you lose them how you get them. She came into a whole married man situation because he's polyamorous. I don't even know what this polyamorous thing means. And it's all like, guys, I feel like it's all a repackaged way to hide trauma or to hide trying to seek attention and validation from so many other people instead of actually working on what you're actually missing. Because you are going to go for all these people that you think you may not find in your wife or your husband or whatever. But what you're trying to find is the void that only God can fill. That's why today's the day for salvation, guys. God so loved the world that he gave his only son. So then you and I will believe in him and we will not perish but have an eternal life. He is the only one that can fill that void that money cannot fill. Watch my Material Girl video. That men cannot fill, that woman cannot fill, that alcohol cannot fill, that drugs cannot fill. Look at all these rich celebrities that have everything, but then they come out to say it was not worth it. Look at my video with previous OnlyFans star Nala Ray, and you understand more that it's not worth it. You will try to find it so much in so many things, but in the end, you will not find it because it's only in God. And I pray he and Desi find God. Trust me, seriously. And it's crazy because Desi finds this kind of man exciting. She finds it like a challenge to change him. But he is telling her that you can't change me. Even though you think you can, you cannot. Because even changing ourselves is hard. So imagine changing somebody else. Girls, you can't change no man. You can't change no man. So today's your day. If you think a man is going to change for you or whatsoever, he may change, yes, for the temporal. But then he's going to resent you if he becomes what he didn't want to be. So actually go for men that have the standards that you actually are seeking for.
I work on pretty good at evolving.
Evolving.
It does make me happy, you know, that he's willing to do that because some guys will really just not care.
What? This is not even the bare minimum. This is under the ground.
Sweet person. He tells me he loves me maybe
The way it
100 times a day.
He tells me he loves me.
You know, when you love somebody, it's gonna work.
Like, guys, I'll put on the screen what love is. And this is not love. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not actually want to hurt you. Like, that's what he's doing. And she's allowing it because she doesn't know her worth. And he doesn't know his worth either. That's why he thinks his body is okay to just give to just any woman. Like, guys think that they're actually doing something to women or like they are the ones winning the situation when they are forming all these bonds and soul ties with all sorts of women. But they don't know that they're doing themselves. Like that video I made with Bonnie Blue. Go watch it after. That you deserve more men than to just be throwing yourself out there. Above all else, guard your heart. For everything that you do flows from it. If only Desi actually guarded her heart to protect herself, that these are the kinds of guys I want. Anybody who does not meet those standards, I'm not going to go for. Instead of that, she's seeking love in anything that she could get. And so she went to get a whole married man who is doing this. She wouldn't have been in this situation. And now she has a child with him, making it even harder and harder for her to leave. She has kids. She had kids with him. Not even a kid, kids. She brought kids into this situation. She dislikes her situation and lives in denial. Yet she brought 2 new lives into this situation. And that makes it even harder for her to leave. And that's why God says that we should flee from sexual immorality. Because once you bond with that kind of person, and then you make such an intense bond, like when you bond with a man, you form soul ties. Like I've spoken about soul ties before, so go watch that video. Because sex is not just physical, it's spiritual, it's mental, it's psychological. You bond with them in such a way that it makes it hard for you to leave. And when you have kids with them, it makes it even worse. So girls, guys, today's the day that if you're in any kind of that kind of situation, leave. And I want to give our shout outs to my royal babes for everybody that stays till the end. So if you stay to the end right now, please put in the comments below, do not settle. I want to do it for especially my YouTubers, my new YouTubers, my royal babes who want to become YouTubers. Please put it down in the comments below that your shout out may make other royal babes also go and check out your channel. And guys, if you see their shout out, go and check out their channel so that we can grow our community. And if you want more tips about becoming a YouTuber and things like that, I can give it to you too. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in our next video. Happy Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day.
But God wants someone to know that He is about to turn that negative situation into the biggest blessing in your life.